There's a reason this message found you today, not coincidence, not chance, but alignment, because something within you is shifting and you're being called to step into it. But here's the truth most people don't want to hear. You cannot rebuild your life while staying the same energy that broke you. So let me ask you something. Are you trying to become a new version of yourself, but you keep falling back into the same patterns? Do you feel like you've outgrown your environment, but you don't know how to leave it? Then stay with me because what I'm about to share with you might be the permission you've been waiting for. In the ancient Chinese wisdom of the I Ching, the book of changes, we understand how life moves through cycles, through energy, through transformation. It teaches us how to move with life instead of forcing against it. Hexagram 33 of the I Ching is retreat, but retreat in this context is not weakness, it is wisdom. In ancient times, this hexagram appeared when a wise person understood that the environment around them could not be changed through force. So instead of fighting, they withdrew, they stepped back, they protected their energy because true power is knowing when to engage and when to walk away. Hexagram 33 retreat is made of two forces, heaven above, mountain below. Mountain is stillness, the heaven is strength. And what this teaches us is profound. Your strength is not always in action. Your strength is knowing when to become still. This is yin and yang in motion. Yang pushes forward, but yin knows when to pause, when to receive, when to retreat. And if you only know how to push, you will burn out. But if you understand both, you become powerful. In today's world, we are taught to always move, always respond, always engage, always prove. But Hexagram 33 teaches the opposite, that there are moments in your life where continuing forward actually takes you further away from who you are meant to become. And in those moments, retreat is the most aligned thing you can do. So now that you understand that retreat is not weakness, but wisdom, let's walk through the 6 stages of what true retreat actually looks like. Before we do this, answer this question. What do you need to retreat from in your life right now? Write in the comments below. I retreat from fill in the blank. In line 1 of Hexagram 33 is recognizing danger. The first step of retreat is awareness. There is danger, and not all danger is external. Sometimes it is your own thoughts, your own patterns, your own internal voice keeping you in a version of yourself that you have already outgrown. Hexagram 33 teaches not every battle is meant to be fought. Some energies you don't confront, you leave. In line 2, don't lose yourself. Now, here's the balance. Retreat does not mean disappearing, it means protecting your essence while you evolve. You are not losing yourself, you are preserving your power even in isolation. Stay connected to your vision because retreat is not the end, it is preparation. In line 3, don't break. This is where most people break, not because they don't want to change, but because going back feels easier, familiar, comfortable. Let me say this clearly. Familiar does not mean aligned, it just means you haven't let go. The life you are trying to leave will try to pull you back. Old relationships, old habits, old identities. And if you are not conscious, you will call it comfort when it is actually self-sabotage. So ask yourself right now, am I evolving or am I returning to what feels familiar? In line 4, retreat with love. You do not retreat in anger, you retreat in love. You stop trying to fix, you stop trying to force alignment. And I know this part hurts because sometimes the people you love are the ones you need to step away from, not because they are wrong, but because they cannot meet you at the level you are rising into. In line 5, stay steady. Now comes the test. People will not understand you. They may question you. They may judge you. But you must stay steady because retreat is not comfortable. It is sacred. This is yin and yang emotion. You are choosing stillness so you can return stronger. And if you stay through this process, what happens next is something most people never experience. In line 6 is rebirth. You don't just find yourself, you become someone new, someone grounded, someone independent, someone who no longer needs validation to feel powerful. You become less reactive, less influenced, more clear, more aligned, and now you are no longer rebuilding from survival, you are creating from power. You might see yourself in this story, and if you do, stay with me. There was a woman who spent her entire life being everything for everyone, always giving, always available, always sacrificing. But inside, she felt empty, disconnected, lost, and slowly her life began to fall apart and she thought she was failing. But what was really happening was that life was forcing her to retreat. So she stepped back, she created space, and in that silence, she met herself again, her voice, her worth, her truth. And when she returned, she was no longer the same. She was someone who chose herself and who showed up to life at the highest level where she could now help others without losing herself. So let me give you practical, actionable tools because awareness without action changes nothing. Tool 1, every day create sacred isolation. This is not just alone time, this is intentional separation from noise because most people are not afraid of being alone. They are afraid of what they will hear when everything becomes silent. So create sacred isolation. Even if it's just 20 minutes a day, no phone, no music, no distractions, just you and your thoughts. At first, it may feel uncomfortable, but stay with it because underneath the noise is your truth. Tool 2, identify what you've outgrown. Ask yourself honestly, what in my life no longer aligns with who I'm becoming? Don't filter it. Write it down. Relationships, habits, environments, even your identity. Because when you name it, you stop unconsciously returning to it. You are not losing things. You are outgrowing them. Tool 3, build your inner fortress. This is the most important one because retreat is not stepping away. It's not going back. Your inner fortress is your discipline, your boundaries, your commitment to yourself. When the old life calls you back, pause and remind yourself, I don't go back to what broke me. I don't shrink to be accepted. I don't abandon myself anymore. I am choosing growth over comfort. So if you are in a season of retreat right now, your isolation is not punishment, it is preparation. You are not lost. You are being built. If you haven't already done so, I want you to become honest and declare your retreat in the comments below. For my highest good, I retreat from fill in the blank. And if this message resonated with you, send this video to someone who needs this reminder today because this might be the message they've been waiting for. And if you haven't already followed and subscribed, please do so because we are transforming ourselves through the power and energy of retreat.